What's up, everybody? Okay, so I'm gonna try something a little bit different. You can see by the positioning of the camera. It's that hip hop, man. Anyway, I've been playing this instrument a lot. It's very easy to zone out when you listen to this because this shit is fire. Shout out to Supernatural. So, anyway, now I've been meaning to make this video about Doechii, right? Let me pause this for a second. Because people have been talking, I had never even heard of her, or maybe I had, but you know, with people that are so, a lot of these artists are so forgettable that you forget, like, and I mean these streets, YouTube streets, so I know what's out. But I might have heard a song and just completely forgot about the artist or the person, and then they start to buzz again. So I had really, let's just say, fully remembered her when the Grammy noms came out. I don't care about the Grammys. I don't know if I've done a video about talking about the Grammys, but I could care less who gets nominated for a Grammy. When I was doing my video on Killa, he has a song called Not for Grammy Consideration. We don't care about Grammys in hip hop. Pop people do, but you know, for obvious reasons. Anyway, the point is, I was like, oh, who's this girl, Doechii, out of nowhere, and she already has a hip-hop Grammy? That sounds a little suspicious to me. Very plant-like. And then I saw that she was a TDE artist. I said, of course. So this is probably going to turn into you're not the only one who thinks Doechii sucks. I hate to say it. I'm not a hater. It's just, I just don't like whack music, you know. Whack music that's put on a pedestal. And that seems to be the vibe of the last, I'd argue, like 10 to 20 years. It's just whack, soulless, a lot of it's soulless, but very mediocre and disposable entertainment that's put on this incredible pedestal. Anyway, so I looked at Doechii. I see this already. I'm like, this is not my kind of person. This is that fake Missy Elliott impression type. Sort of Missy Elliott mixed with Azalea Banks, I guess. I love Missy Elliott. I like the originals. I like the people who do real things. I don't like the copycats. So, anyway. So, Doechii is a TD artist. She came up on the scene with Yucky, Blucky, Fruitcake. When that went viral, again, I look at the name Yucky, Blucky, Fruitcake, and I think, it sounds like some lame TikTok shit. Not for me. But you know what? Let me try. So here goes. I'm going to just listen to her stuff. Again, I've heard very little, and what I've heard has not been my cup of tea, but let's try.
It's just Jock.
Good evening, students. Welcome to the Places You'll Go Academy. I'm Tom G, your motherfucking principal. Y'all already know I don't play no games. You already motherfucking know that. We only fire up blunts on lunch, and when you
just get to the song, man. Jesus Christ. See, this is the thing with modern rap, man. It's all like, because it's all visual now. It's all like narrative. It's not music. That's why it doesn't start with the music a lot of times. It's like, here's a scenario. A guy with gold chains and a nig with a bottle. I can't stand that shit. Get to the music, okay? I'm impatient.
is talking, sit your ass down.
And this is not about nothing. What difference does any of this make? It doesn't inform the song. It doesn't set the vibe. It's just, anyway.
Put your mask on.
Introduce yourself to the class. Introduce yourself to the class. Okay? Hi, my name's Doechii with 2 eyes. I feel anxious when I'm high. Teachers say I talk too much. Mama say I don't talk enough. In the dark, I'm like a torch. From the hood, I hop the porch. I don't bang or slang on gang, but my dad keep them things. Speak up. Speak up. Speak up. Speak. I get a little violent when I play the game of tag. I get a little quiet when I think about the bag. I slob when I sleep and I wake up with a drag. I'm pulling out my teeth so I wake up to the cash. This is who I am from the back to the front. I never.
Yeah, this is not for me, but I'm curious who made the beat because this is obviously not a hip hop beat, really. But waves. Oh, it's a Russian guy. Okay. Yeah. I mean, these things speak for themselves.
Never had to pay for my schoolhouse lunch.
And again, it's not that you can't be Russian. You can't be Russian and can't be hip hop. We're not talking about that. You know, again, hip hop is hip hop. I've been listening to rap for decades. I can tell when people make hip hop shit, and I can tell when they're not making hip hop shit. It's just kind of obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm listening to this beat and I'm like, there's no hip hop swing to this. You know, it sounds like, again, it's electronic, pop, techno-ish a little bit. Like, I get, you know. So, am I really shocked that some Russian guy made this beat? No, you know. But this is like what I'm, you know, this is supposed to be hip hop. There's nothing hip hop about this. Now, in terms of the flow, she's doing the Nicki Minaj thing. Cool. Whatever.
My mama used stamps when she need a little help, but a nigga made do with the cards been dealt. I tried to act smart cause I want a lot of friends. I never really.
Yeah, this is not for me. But obviously the visuals are giving me heavy LGBTQ plus energy, which is fine. You know, look, listen, I come back to Cakes to Killa because balls. What up, Cakes? Listen, and I like, he did what was the, oh my god, Conspiracy? I don't know if you can even find that. This dude can rap. This is hip hop. Let me see if it was this one.
Okay.
Taking time bomb in a full-length burger. Got some DL niggas that would love to poke ya. Have your shit store, can't sit on your sofa.
This is a little more hip hop. But this is the part.
Deities, these blonde bad bitches, no doubt, when Stefani's birthing y'all bitches show love but pay homage. Washing late bitches like afternoon's laundry. I'm quick to pluck feathers, dropping pigeons in the lobby. Wrapping up holes like a motherfucking sorry. Chop a bitch, serve a bitch, eat a calamari. Kick her in the gut till she fucking miscarry. Got mommies on call that'll get her birds caged up. Razors to your halo, ain't talking no shape-ups.
That's hip hop. So again, I don't care what your orientation is. You can put your identity on Front Street all you want, but I just want to hear music. That's me personally, and I'm tired of the whole identity thing personally. It's a crutch for whack shit. Just be dope, and whatever your identity is whatever your identity is, and rep that. And again, hip hop is all about repping you anyways. Hip hop respectfully, a lot of times you got to give black folk credit. We give y'all the courage to rep your identities and yourselves. Because if it was up to, respectfully, a lot of the white population when it comes to entertainment, y'all would be still pretending to be white or whatever it is, you know, something else. You wouldn't have the balls to come out and be like, oh, I'm this, I rep this, I have this, identity. That's a lot of that comes from hip hop. And also, to be fair, the LGBTQ community too, you know. But you'll find that in those spaces too, black folk were stepping up and saying, look, like, be proud of who you are. So again, I as a black person I have no problem with what someone's identity wants to be, but your identity can't come before your art. It just can't. It's the leading cause of whack shit to me personally. So anyways, all that was whatever. So I'm just gonna move on to, so this is how I'll be able to gauge an artist for me personally. So I say, okay, all right, Yucky, Blucky, Fruitcake was some pop trash. So she had something, Coven Music Session Volume 1, All the Places You Go, and Alligator Bites Never Heal. Now, Alligator Bites Never Heal is the Grammy project. I don't know if I want to listen to all that, and I actually don't know if I even want to listen to this either, but let's see which one has the most views. That might be, I look, when older projects have like kind of more views, to me that's sort of usually again, this is just my hunch. But when older projects have more views, it kind of is like, okay, well, that was maybe the song that was popular, or at least got the person's art kind of a little bit more out there. So maybe that's kind of a good place to start sometimes. So I'm gonna click anxiety here. What about this is hip hop?
Anxiety, keep on trying me. I feel it quietly. Got to Oyenda, that's the guzzler. Okay, next thing, my life is a wet dream. I call it a sex scene. The back is a nice tease. I tried to.
So, again, people get confused. Like, casuals think that hip hop is about literal rapping, but hip hop is a beat driven genre first and foremost. So, how you know something is hip hop is by the damn beat. It's by the syncopation, the snare, the energy, like the feel and the hardness of the snare. That's how you know something is actually hip hop, really. It's not about where the song is rapping, especially these pop type raps. So this is what what's the name of that song? It was like some pop song. Doechii or something like that. Again, and it's TDE. And I always know TDE, their music is aimed at casuals. It's not aimed at hip hop audience. It's people who might be like a little bit adjacent. And it makes sense because the people that I saw that were sharing Doechii stuff, on like my Facebook and stuff like that, none of these people listen to rap like heavily. And with all due respect to them, it doesn't mean that they don't like music, but they're not rap listeners. So obviously Doechii's not a rap artist. She's kind of like an alt R&B chick, right? Which is pretty typical in the vein of SZA and Kendrick Lamar, which is fine. I mean, there's an audience for that, and that's great. But me as a hip-hop artist, or I should say hip-hop fan, it's not going to speak to me because the production is trash. It's bland, actually. And it's not just trash, it's bland. I mean, it'd be one thing if this was like alt R&B, but it was like its own thing, where I'm like, ooh, that is some like, you're coming at this with a whole different vibe. But right now I'm like, okay, this is pop music. This is nothing that someone else hasn't already done before. Okay, so we're going to go to Alligator Bites Never Heal. These covers are so pretentious. What's happening here? You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that Beyonce, was it the Carters or something like that? The picture. So, is that a real alligator? Is it a plastic one? She's queening. I don't know. Man. Anyway. So, this is the first name in the song Stankapoo. This is children's shit, man. Poo, 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 poo. I can't. Look, I do this for y'all. Man. I heard like one song. I think it was Nissan Altima. Is that on the list here? Yeah. It's like, it's not me. But anyway, I will try a couple. I can't promise you that I'll go through Alligator Bites Never Heal, but anyway, let's go.
Let's start the story backwards. I'm dead, she's dead, just another Black Lives Mattered. And if I die today, I die a bastard. TikTok rapper, part-time YouTube actor. Pop my shit in a muscle relaxer. Intergalactor, worldwide capper. I eat dirty shoes and put them back in the box. Like voila, the Looney Tunes back in stock. I'm Little Miss Stankapoo, Little Miss Who Are You? Little loose screw, fur hat with the kangaroo. Who woulda knew, who'da thunk it? Who'da got the ball from Big Moo and who'da dunk it? If this relationship was left up to you, you'da sunk it. Talking out my ass and that's my assumption. But that's my conjunction. I'm running back to you like a fat kid at luncheon, please.
This is like that Earl Sweatshirt type of flow, right? What was the name of that song? Earl Sweatshirt. It was trash. But he was drinking a beer. It went viral at the time. Again, these guys make TikTok viral, YouTube TikTok shit. So this is not real art, whatever. But the point is, I can't remember the name of that damn song, but it was that kind of, I've been doing this, very, I'm going to say introverted, but it's, very distant type of flow and shit like that. Let's see. There are 3 producers on this. I don't think any of these guys make hip-hop music. Oh, TDE. Okay, yeah.
I swallow my pride before I choke on my greed. Show you my cards before I gamble my seed. Fuck are we talking about? What's the discussion? Sharing memes with the chairman over some English muffins. I'm just shooting the shit over some pretty production, and it's still not enough for something. Needs more something. Who's that creeping through my rear view? 30-something. I'm not nervous. I'm just concerned for us. What if I die of Taurus? What if I die on purpose? What if it wasn't even worth it? What if I'm walking alone? What if I choke on a Slurpee? What if I make it big? What if my car exploded while I'm casually pumping the gas and smoking a cig? What if my life was loaded pile of shit?
What a vibe killer. Okay.
Sitting up high, miss nigga tough guy, sipping on a Mai Tai, money on the uprise, left, right, uppercut, punchlines make them duck, right hooks up the cut, platinum hits, fuck is up, pop star, rock star, dark skin bitch, 24-inch waist man, dinko dick, do you wanna take a ride on my eco trip, slow down when you riding this eco stick, like a cable we jump.
Doechii, my dear, I'm sorry, I can't take this seriously. I can't. I can't. This is like, you start off the video looking like you're getting fucked. I can't take this seriously. What's the difference between you and some OnlyFans chick? You know what I mean? Word, like, the beat's just not there. Who made this beat? I don't know who these people are. I'm getting the vibe here, okay? And this is interesting, I find, with TDE. Again, it's all this alt stuff. They find these girls who, like SZA, who probably, again, I don't know. They may have plastic surgery, they may not. They probably do. But the point is, they find these girls that are like alt, but also could fit the common, what you consider to be beautiful or whatever. Like, they could be video girls, but they're like a little weirder. And so it's like, so they essentially get their cake and eat it, if it makes sense. So they're presenting a woman who's like, she's not like the other girls who just are shaking ass and, and low vibrational. I'm on a higher vibration than them. But at the same time, they're shaking ass and referencing all that stuff, if that makes sense. And they have the look of all those things that you like.
If a bitch feeling froggy, tell her hop out. Bitch, like a cable, we jump holes. Twitter fingers, get your whole life logged out. Bitch, I'm so excited thing. After the woo-woo, he get the boosting. Put the nigga.
This. Moving on.
You want some boiled peanuts? The fuck is a boiled peanut?
It's a sunny day. The gang's all here. No chip on my shoulder. It's a sunny day. The gang's all here. No chip on my shoulder. 2910 East Genesee Street, where niggas mix weed with they nicotine treats. I wish I had a soda and a dime piece speech, so I could just get back and sip my lime in peace.
This sounds like some Macklemore shit. That beat sounds like some Macklemore shit. Again, it sounds hip-hop to people that don't really listen to hip-hop like that, but when you listen to rap a lot, you can tell the nuances, the production. There's something you're like, this is not for me. This is not for me, okay? It's not made for people like me. It's just not, okay? But again, it's all like, and this is kind of the genius, the dark genius, or so I would say it sometimes, no pun intended, of the music industry and hip-hop, is that you can make things seem what they actually aren't, right? And this is the dance I think a lot of black artists have to do, particularly when it comes to hip hop. It's like we deep down know that most people can't stomach hip hop. It's just too raw and it's just too smart for most people. And I say that respectfully. Most people are just not trying to hear all that content and like and all that, like, and it's like that warp shit. They're just trying to go about their lives and, you know, they need something in the background. But at the same time, like anything that you see that's incredible or interesting or different, you're drawn to it, and the people are drawn to like the peripheries of things around rap. So it's like, how do you market yourself to an audience that doesn't, you know, that doesn't fuck with your music, but fucks with like the peripheries of your music, if that makes sense. And that's where you start to have these beats and these songs that like they kind of seem a little hip hop, but they actually really aren't. You know. Let's look at one more video here.
Tell a bitch who ride. Step up in this bitch, I look too fly. Cop the Dior shit on Ventura. Took a midnight swim in my Jula. Hating bitches plug my medulla. I showed the bitch my pen, then I schooled her. Shot a essay them in my true love. Doechii the Don, Doechii the Dean, Doechii Supreme, the swamp Buddha. Freaky little, sneaky little, creepy little whack bitch. Creeping on me, speaking on me, sleeping on me mattress. Now I got some bands to burn and bars to bend them backwards. It's time to wake them up cause they been sleeping on the track list. Body so attractive, y'all be giving catfish. Log them off the web and
Okay, last one.
boom bap, rap, rappity rap, rappity rap, boom bap, 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 bap. They said they can't, but they said they want me to rap. They want real rap from a bitch, like they out rapping a bitch. Yeah, she could clap a little bit, do that, they ain't saying shit. That ass a magnet, I get it. You know, attractive and shit. I just can't sing a little bit. I mean, that shit was a hit. You know exactly what it is. The I'm everything.
So, yeah, this is not for me, man. Okay, I think it's tough. I'm trying to think of someone new. I found this track the other day. It's not great. But again, look, I like female rappers. I mean, to me, again, if you make hip hop, like, what problem do I have? You know, I don't care if you're male or female or whatever you identify as. I think it's tough for female rappers because the truth is most women don't like hip hop. My girl doesn't listen to rap, like at all. So, let's be honest, most women don't really like hip hop like that. You know what I mean? Some do, of course, there are absolutely some, but a lot of them don't. But, well, they might look at a rap and be like, oh, he's handsome, I'll like listen to a song of his. Or if he's making something that, again, they can kind of dance to, there's an R&B chorus. Again, this is why you have certain rappers that do that kind of stuff, right? And they're usually quite popular. So the truth is hip hop is very masculine, you know, like the good stuff, it just has a certain swing to it. And again, because hip hop is a beat driven genre, you got to look at where the snare and the bass and where it's like almost compelling you to do, right? Hip hop beats kind of, I would argue, it's like core, it's like muscular, it's upper body, right? When women want to dance, I'm going to some out there, maybe signs, but women, not that they don't want to move their upper body, but, you know, women tend to be more, you know, more about the hips, right? They want something that's like lower, a little lower on the body, not so much like, because hip hop is sort of showing our strength, our upper body. That's what kind of gets us, you know, makes us feel attracted to the ladies, and or just more powerful guys are, you know, we're obsessed with our upper body. Women are kind of more lower body, and that's why the hips never lie, that kind of stuff, right? So my point is that even the production of rap to me doesn't quite cater to women. Which is why I'd be really curious, and I'm always interested to see like female producers that can make great hip hop and also at the same time almost cater to that lower body part, if that makes sense. I'm really curious. Like, to me, that would be a complete game changer. I mean, I think that to a certain extent you could argue that Missy Elliott was kind of doing that a little bit with that Timbaland shit a little bit, but even then, like, it's still very hip hop, it's still very rap, but Missy was definitely bringing some female sensibilities, and she's a producer as well. She's brilliant. I mean, but my point is that it's tough. It's really tough for female rappers because they're in a space where most men won't listen to them, and if they keep it like hip hop, most men will certainly not listen to them, and then dudes won't listen to them because a lot of dudes don't listen to female rap. Let's be honest here, like, you know, on like just for the bars or whatever, until you start showing some ass and being pretty, and then now you've opened it up because now a woman can look at you and be like, oh, she's pretty, I'm gonna listen to her music, or a guy can be like, oh, she's fine, I'm gonna listen to her music, or I'm gonna put her music on while I get this girl who looks like her, is attractive like her. You get what I'm saying? This is where the visuals come in. And this is, again, where you start to have to bring in all these other genres and stuff and do that tiny desk shit, that bring the alts and stuff, because that's really what these women are listening to. They're not really listening. They're not bumping Cuban Links. They're just not. Okay? But they are bumping Drake. They're bumping J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? And it's more of that, again, R&B shit. So, not for me. But this girl, I don't know. I can't say that this was but I did listen to this video and I went through it, so it impressed me a little bit, where it wasn't full-blown garbage. But again, someone like this is very limited appeal. This is obviously more hip-hop, but more of a throwback kind of
vibe. Yo, check. It's like, these cats be talking real loud, but they ain't saying nothing. These cats be talking real loud, but they ain't, These cats be talking real loud. Check. I traded my best bid for my better option. Jumped into my destiny's path and now I'm locked in. Applying my mind and spirit as my best concoction. I adopt violence when I take precaution. I'm real blunted, so I'll settle the score. You know it's Jersey when I knock down the door.
Jersey, so I probably would have approached this different. Like, I think this is a great start. It was like that. Then it was raw. Like, that melody is raw. You're just automatically in there.
Check. It's like, these cats be talking.
But that, and then the slight change.
Talking real loud, but they.
It's kind of, even the camera backs up, it's like a little less raw. And I kind of feel like it killed the track at the tiny bit. But listen, I'm all for hearing female MCs before someone says, yo, you don't like female rappers, that's why you don't listen to Doechii. Like, please don't gaslight me. Okay, I like hip hop. Okay, I don't really listen to that alt visual TikTok shit. I just don't. Doechii's a TikTok artist. Okay, that's how she came up. That's how, you know, that'll be her beginning and that'll be her end, essentially. Unless she decides to switch it up and make actual real hip hop or actual music that really stands on its own. But for now, she's a visual act. She's a TikTok YouTuber, as she said herself. So that's my opinion. I'm not the only one that probably thinks she's boring or lame. So I hate to say it, but not for me. I wonder what y'all think. Let me know. Put me on to her best stuff if I happen to have missed it. I don't think I have, though. But let me know, okay? Deuces.